How's it going? Where are you joining us today?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. And when did you join our program?
I joined probably a month ago or so.
Okay. Now, have you attended these strategy sessions for the different modules?
Yes, I've attended multiple times.
Okay.
And I've also participated in the live session as well.
Okay, great. Now, which trader did you think did the best job of, maybe explaining the content and maybe, explaining his own personal experience? Which people did you like the best?
Um, well, basically I liked all of them, but the live trading session that I attended with Kent, I believe,
Kang.
um, yeah, and I believe that was very interesting because he had a trading style that allowed traders to basically teach a very interesting concept that majority of the traders don't have,
Okay.
and that is patience in trading.
Okay. Now, tell me about your own trading. How long have you been trading?
I've been trading for good 5 to 6 years. I have traded the futures in terms of QMs, ES, and NQ. And I've also do a lot of the options trading strategies, and in that my goal is to basically go ahead and generate, it's almost like an income generation strategy.
Okay.
And in that one, basically it allows me to actually, for instance, a very good trade I did last week when Apple was at like 645, for instance, and I sold a vertical put spread on Apple 600 stock at 600 because Apple has come down from 7010 to 640, and for literally 5 days someone was giving me $500 on 10 contracts on a vertical put spread. So I collected that. So I look for opportunities which are low risk and be able to get in. And in the terms of trading the futures, basically what I have started doing is really incorporating a lot of the Main Street trading methodologies that are shared in the PowerPoint presentation as well as on the PDF to look for some trend lines that get established. So for instance, the first thing I would do is get into the morning and start looking at on charts, and based on what the Globex session has done, I would start drawing my trend lines, and then obviously wait to see where my entry price would be, based on either the trend line break or trend line support. And that would give me a good basis in regards to the pullback. So as the trading material indicated that, the third touch of the trend line is a nice entry position to go into. So the other thing also that is stressed very heavily in the trading material is to kind of basically look at what the long entry and short entry setups are. So depending upon how the candles on the charts get set up. So the idea behind it is that sometimes the market would actually go through the entire trend line support, but it's important to make sure that for the long entry or the short entry, you could actually wait until the candle completes. And typically I look at the 3-minute chart for entering and exiting. At least the stop losses are clearly defined in terms of how you want to get in if you're doing a third line entry mechanism. So those are things that I've tried very hard to learn through the materials that is shared by Main Street, as well as make sure that I can actually incorporate that into my trading as well, and the performance has been very good. I have actually submitted almost close to last week all my trades, meaning the exact trades that I've taken, as well as what my performance has been. So that has been shared to at least the contacts at Main Street company.us email address.
Okay. Now, everybody knows that trading is a tough business. What is it about that? Why do you want to be a trader? Is it the money, the lifestyle? It's a tough business. I mean, what interests you the most about it?
Um, I have debated on that question personally, and in my perspective, what I like doing is I really am very much following the financial market. I have read tons and tons of books on trading,
Okay.
and my personal view is
No, oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
so my okay. So my perspective is that I want to do. Sometimes you kind of know what you want to do for the rest of your life, and this is one profession that I have dedicated myself to get better and better at it. Obviously, there's a reasoning why I joined Main Street Company, and the
Right.
reason behind
What is it that you find attractive about our program?
it's the program. I think what it allows you to do is you have provided a very nice training material. But as traders and as someone who wants to basically get better in terms of uh, improving yourself, the trading materials can only go so far. What you really have to do as a trader is to really understand the material that is provided. The strategy sessions are very helpful in terms of reinforcing the material that has been shared. And only comment that I would like to have is that there are some people who have gone through the training sessions and maybe would, the thought process is to have somewhat of like a beginner, intermediate, and experience level of trading that if you could establish, then you could basically go ahead and approach all vast majority of the traders, because there are some folks who have never traded before and are actually going and
Right.
looking at the training material first time.
Right.
So,
That is something that
and
we're considering
what
because
else?
I see your point because there are a lot of people that have, like yourself, you have pre-existing, trading skills and experience, and I agree. Okay. Now, are you participating in the current test?
I'm sorry?
Are you participating in the current test right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, what do you understand about the current test? I mean, the rules, or did that make sense to you?
Sure it does. I think, the way I look at it is, from my personal goal is to make sure that I can actually do well in terms of, the test, but at the same time, I want to improve on my trading skills as well. So tests one mechanism that you could evaluate a trader, but at the same time, it will not necessarily give you the full picture because there are times where the trader will have good weeks, and then there are times where you will have some bad days. And the misfortune of mine is that I have been submitting my performance reports, but this trading that happened, I'm actually not in the office that I usually trade in. This was the week that I had actually taken out to go somewhere else. So
Okay, that's fine.
yeah, it's a little bit of misfortune for my part, but I'm trying to allocate some times, and my trading style basically more conforms to the market hours, but the way I look at it is if the trades are not there and if you can't concentrate 100%, then probably it's not worth trading.
That's right.
It's money, capital preservation should be the number one goal of all the traders that needs to have, because if you have money left over, then you are still part of the game and you could improve and make the money back. So those are the things that I have learned, and I try to employ that in my trading.
That's a very good point. Now, how many hours do you plan on trading?
I like to trade from market hours. Frankly speaking, I trade from 8:30 on to 4 4 o'clock or so. But majority of my trades, so I have a personal goal of making $1,000 a day. And basically, from the experiences I've done, and I've kept logs in terms of what are my successful trades, what are my bad trades, what time frames work best. And for me, it looks like 9:30 to probably 12 is my best time to trade, where all of my profitable trades come during that time frame. So that's where I concentrate on, and then, if in the afternoon I try to analyze and see if there are good setups, because end of the day things kind of go a little bit crazy in terms of there are folks who have day traders who have put on positions during the daytime or the morning time, and they're looking to exit out of that. So it's interesting. One thing I have to say, it's a very interesting time frame that you guys have kind of selected for the testing, because ultimately this is a good test to see the market volatility is high due to the earnings seasons that is there, and we will have to see what Google brings to the table.
Right. Well, thank you so much for your, for sharing all that information with us, and wish you good luck for the rest of the test.
So